Hi Sean, how are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Yeah. So today is April 30th,
hmm
and tomorrow is the big day for you. How you feel?
Okay. Um, it's just been really, really busy this past week, 2 weeks, so trying to find the time to practice has been hard, but I think it'll go fine.
So what did you do today?
Just had some rehearsals, a lesson, last minute run-throughs, not too much.
Do you have any advice for people who want to go to Juilliard?
Well, I think it depends on what that person wants to do specifically. If they can really see themselves doing music as a profession or a job, or if they just really love it. Because those are all legitimate reasons, but um, it does take a lot of work to get to the school and then also to just have a meaningful experience at the school. Because it's not really like they hold your hand or anything. It's really you have to do it for yourself. Um, but I mean, it always helps to have supportive parents. Because I don't think I would not have continued doing music past like 13 or something if it wasn't for you. So yeah, it takes a lot of effort, but it's definitely doable.
Now, during this time in Juilliard, what are the few courses, subject you really enjoy taking,
Mm,
other than viola lessons?
I mean, yeah, I think my ear training classes were really nice. I think I learned a lot and progressed a lot. Um, and also some of my history courses were really nice, um, especially in the last couple of years. And also the rep class, orchestra, like excerpts, all that sort of thing, because I got to work with people from the actual New York Philharmonic who had a lot of good things to say, and who helped me get to where I am right now.
So tell us a little bit about your relationship, your teacher Carol Rowland, and you've been with her for 5 years. What is her style, teaching style that
Mm,
that you really enjoy?
I think she's very nurturing and supportive, but also, um, I mean, she knows when to push and when to ask for more detail or more specific things, like when it's appropriate. Like I appreciate that she's nice about everything, but that she's not gonna just like let you go if it's not correct. Um, and I appreciate that I had basically a year and a half or 2 years of just like technique work, because I know that's super tedious and a lot of people or even teachers may not want to focus on that because it's just tedious work. But I do think that really set a great foundation for me being able to play, um, with less pain and also just with better range of what I can do. Um, Even though I may have wanted to play more rep in the first year or two, like as a freshman or something, I appreciate that I was forced to do technique.
That's great. So tell us just a little bit about your experience. You just performed with Pittsburgh Symphony last week, and you're about to join them in June. And how was that experience like?
I think it's really special. Um, it was a little bit nerve wracking for the first concert, maybe the first concert and a half, but um, I had some good conversations with some people from the symphony, and who sort of like walked me through some of the doubts I was having, and um, just maybe some of the fears and stuff. But it really is like the culmination of what I wanted to do. Like the whole reason I came to Juilliard was to join an orchestra, basically. And I know it's a very lucky situation that I found myself in to actually be able to do that. But it was really special just to hear them, the sound of the group together, and especially to get to play such like awesome pieces like Mahler 1 or Rock 3 with soloist who was amazing. I had my mask on for some of the concerts, but it was just like I was smiling the whole time because it's just really special, like to be able to do that.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about your past orchestra experience. Like you played with several different festivals and they're all very high level. Can you tell us like a few you really learned a lot and brought your level of playing much higher?
Yeah, I think like for me, of course I learned stuff from Juilliard Orchestra, but I'd say the majority of what I gained as like an orchestral player was from the festivals, definitely. Starting with maybe like the National Youth Orchestra when I was younger, like 16 or 17, because that was like the first like true very high level student orchestra I think I played in. Not to say that New York Youth wasn't, but it was like you also got to travel and sort of have this beginner's experience to what it's like to be in that sort of orchestral group and touring and stuff. And what else? I mean, yeah, New York Youth Symphony is not a festival, but it was a great experience getting to play in like a full orchestra and also in Carnegie Hall, all that sort of stuff. And the conductors were great, and it was a nice experience. So the probably the best ones are just the most recent. So like Music Academy of the West in Santa Barbara. I mean, the orchestra was just absolutely phenomenal. Like really, really sounded great. And the director, I guess the rehearsal director, Larry Ratcliffe, who's from Rice, was just I think one of the most memorable conductors I've ever had. I learned a lot just from watching him conduct rehearsals and just like leading the orchestra and things like that. And I also had like the opportunity, I guess, to do like my first professional or audition experience just this last summer there, which is for the London Symphony Fellowship. Because even though it wasn't like for an orchestra, it was still like you had to do the excerpts and the concerto and Bach all in like one thing and at a very high level, and I think that was a good like starter experience for the auditions that happened later. And then also just getting to play with the London Symphony after with that fellowship was really cool because I just got to see how different it is, how they operate like in a rehearsal or even in a concert, or just like how they interact with each other out of rehearsal and stuff. It's just very interesting.
So tell us about tomorrow. What's going on?
Yeah, so tomorrow is my senior recital at Juilliard. So finishing up my 4 years there, and I'll be playing some Bach and some Hindemith, some Enescu, some pieces I really love and want to share with people. And I think it'll be a good show, and I hope you can make it. It's at 5:30 at Paul Hall, and yeah, should be fun.
Thank you, Sean. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Looking forward to hearing you.
Thank you.